number 13, Zolti Balla, out of Ministry of Mixed Martial Arts, Golden Glory, Romania, taking on Luke Blyth, the local lad TSG fighter. Now, we've seen Zolti Balla before. I believe he fought on the last UWC, and I'm going to tell you something. I was a little bit impressed with this guy.
Yeah, he had a very good game displayed there, but Luke Blyth is no stranger to the UWC cage. 5 of his 6 fights have been here at this promotion, and it's a welcome return to the ring for him as he opens up with a stiff left kick to the body.
And that thing had mean intentions written all over it. Now, he is in the southpaw stance.
Ooh, teep to the face.
Now, in Thailand, that is the ultimate disrespect, to get teep to the face. Oh, nice leg reap there by the Romanian Zolti Balla. He's now inside mount. However, look at that. Blyth immediately goes to full guard.
Yeah, really nice guard recovery, immediately looking to climb the legs high. Possible triangle attempt here.
Both arms are in. Zolti Balla peels right out of that, and he's throwing these short little shots.
Couple of good shots coming in from Zolti Balla there.
Now
heel hook attempt.
Now he grabbed their cage like twice, so that just shows you how dangerous Luke Blyth is off his back.
Yeah, really good work from Luke Blyth to create the scramble and get the stand back up.
Nice left hook. Straight to what we would call the dome of Zolti Balla. Now, when you're fighting us, nice inside leg kick, and that's the second time that he's thrown that left leg kick. And I tell you what, both times he scored, once across the body, really
nice
shot.
Straight left to the solar plexus. Just mixing up the strikes well, but Zolti Balla driving Luke Blyth back up against the cage here. I seem to remember a bit of a judo background displayed from Zolti last time we saw him.
Zolti Balla is a judo extraordinaire. He's very famous for judo back in his home country of Romania, and he showed that a lot in his last round.
Lovely inside shot from Luke Blyth. Just used his shoulder to create the distance and caught Zolti square in the face on that occasion.
But from the last fight, again, the foot stomp showing its head here in this bout. Leg trip again, that's the second leg trip that he's done.
Yeah, that takedown is really working well for him. Looking to pass the mount, but a little sloppy with it and getting caught in the half guard of Luke Blyth. Luke Blyth's got to release that grip around the head, look to get up on his shoulders and start being more offensive.
Zolti Balla in his last bout fought one of Ian Freeman's, one of the bigger guys in the camp. He took some heavy shots. The guy has a chin of granite, and it was tested a little earlier by Luke Blyth. Now, Luke Blyth looking to open up his guard.
Yeah,
I don't understand that. Zolti Balla beckoning Luke Blyth, hey, get back up. I want to work my stand-up. That's a little bit of a surprise to me because I think he had it on the ground.
Oh, catch of the kick by Zolti Balla. Luke Blyth once again planted to the floor.
Now, did you see how Luke Blyth missed the kick, but immediately as he fell to his back, he was fishing for that triangle. Yeah. That is definitely the signs of a veteran.
Yeah, he may not have been competing since 2009, but that does not mean he has not been training. So obviously we can expect a significantly improved Luke Blyth since his previous loss to Jimmy Manuwa at Ultimate Challenge.
Yeah, and that was, he took a lot away from that fight. He's concentrated a lot on his Muay Thai or Thai boxing, and it shows with those devastating leg kicks and the kick to the body earlier in this first round. Nice Uchimata, beautifully executed. Yeah, the guy is definitely a high-level judo practitioner. Small little shots.
Opting for the open guard again is Zolti Balla. Bit of blood coming from the right eye or right forehead of the Romanian.
Now, I don't know if that was from a clash of heads or was it possibly from that huge shot up on the feet by Luke Blyth.
It may have been from that really nice inside shot that Blyth landed slightly earlier on in the first round.
Now, Blyth is butt scooting right now. And you know what? Good call by the referee. If there's no action here at UWC, you can best believe that the referee's going to call it to the stand-up. Good call by the ref. Another body shot. Big
really
knee.
Charging forward is the Romanian. And they're both swinging bombs there.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, rock'em and sock'em robots. Oh my God, that had everybody on their feet.
And again, the Romanian hits that outside trip and lands in the half guard of Luke Blyth. Probably a welcome respite for both of them because that was an incredible exchange of shots from both fighters here.
And there were a couple occasions when I saw sweat flying off both fighters' heads. So both of those guys had their moments with that exchange. But I tell you what, when you're swinging punches like that, if one lands flush, again, good night. Luke has a triangle on the right leg of Zolti.
Yeah, it's a traditional half guard. He's trying to stay above the knee.
Nice reverse, hipped up, back on his shoulders and rolled him. Beautiful execution there.
Risky because he of course had to open his guard to execute that, but you know, and unfortunately no time left in the round to capitalize on that dominant position. It's a really good first round from both fighters here. Just a great display of mixed martial arts. Very
exciting by both fighters. Both fighters showing their expertise. I'll tell you what, I thought that Luke definitely had it on the stand-up. However, the wrestling, or should I say the judo, is definitely in the favor of Zolti Balla. And then there's the exchanges of submissions with the ground and pound. Luke Blyth with the submission attempts, and then Zolti Balla with the ground and pound. So it's going to be a very interesting round for the judges to judge. I think with Luke Blyth, with his concentration on the Muay Thai, I think that's opened up a different facet to his game. Not only now is he dangerous on the ground, but he's shown that he can strike effectively, so you have more things to worry about. Big straights.
Wow, driving forward with successive 3 or 4 shots, and the final left hand there landing square on Zolti Balla, but doesn't appear to have stopped him. He's still driving forward with absolute disregard for his own safety.
Now, I'll tell you what, if you're going to go back in a straight line, sooner or later, you're going to get caught. And that's what's happening to Zolti. He walks that straight line with Luke Blyth forcing the, the aggression and a forward motion. And sooner or later, he is, rewarded with a shot. Good work by Luke Blyth on the stand-up.
Yeah, he's a very tall and rangy fighter. When he really drove and lunged forwards there, you could just see how much distance he could cover that quickly.
Now, a little bit of a slip.
Caught with a right hand there as he
I thought that was more of a slip by Blyth. I don't know if that caught him flush. And another leg trip. That's, count them, 3.
That's 4.
Is it 4?
Yeah.
4 leg trips. And I tell you what, and now I don't understand why he's backing up and giving Luke room to get back up on his feet. I think he should close down the distance, maybe move out, float out to side mount, and really work his ground and pound. That's what he's good at.
Yeah, those kicks not really deemed to be effective by the referee. And we're back to the feet here, midway through the second.
I'm very impressed with Luke Blyth's comeback fight, and he hasn't picked a bum. He's picked a very tough customer.
Yeah, really tough fight when you've been out of the cage for the best part of 2 years. This is a tough fight to come back to.
And it was a series of injuries that kept him out of the game. So not only did he have to train, but he had to do all the rehab to get back to this point. Looping left hook. There was some oomph on that one. Straight right by Zolti, coming a little bit short. Lead round kick by Blyth. Now the corner's yelling to Blyth. Ooh, another blistering inside leg kick. What is that going to do to the mobility of Zolti?
It's got to start taking its toll eventually, but 50-50 over-under grip here. Luke trying to keep his hips back because that trip has been oh so effective for the Romanian fighter.
Now look for it. Now he's also landed with the Uchimata earlier in the bout. Beautifully executed. And
again.
As soon as I say that, he must, I got to talk a little bit quieter, because as soon as I said it, boom. Hips in, leg reaps through, and a beautiful Uchimata here in the second.
Yeah, a great display of judo thus far from Zolti Balla, but we find ourselves yet again in the half guard of Luke Blyth. Zolti hasn't quite been able to take advantage of any of these top ground positions yet, though.
And I think, for me, he needs to float it out. Again, he needs to not be in the guard, because that's where Luke is effective. If he can float it out to the side.